Good evening, Lizzie Boys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we have some Monster High news, including more photos of Skulltimate Secrets Series 2, the Fearidescent series, where we finally get to see everyone else's artworks. If you haven't seen the video that I made on it, I've already covered Laguna's, so I'm not going to be talking much about hers in this video, but I will still include it in case you haven't seen it. And also, there's a new Frankie Stein playset coming. It unfortunately doesn't seem to be Monster Ball, but it's a Frankie. I love G3 Frankie. So, with all that said, let's get right into it. So first and foremost, we have the brand new artworks for the dolls. They all look amazing. Draculaura's is super cute. I love the way her hair is drawn. Claudine looks very good as well. I really like the way her hair looks here, and I really love her makeup. We've already talked about these dolls on my channel, and I did have to take the video down for copyright reasons, but I guess I could just reword what I had said in that video since it's like gone now. But I always really liked Claudine. I think she looks super cute. Draculaura is probably one of my favorites from the line. Cleo looks amazing. Her eyes are side glancing because her doll actually does feature a side glance. It's the first Cleo to feature one. I really like the lighter blue hair color for her. It stands out in a good way, and her outfit overall is probably one of the strongest. I really like this doll. But my number one favorite is Frankie. I love this Frankie doll. This artwork stands out in a very strange way. I can't really word it. I feel like their head looks smaller. It does. Their head looks smaller than everyone else's. They have bangs on this doll and it looks amazing. They also have a big spiked headband, which kind of reminds me of Raven Queen Ever After High. I love this Frankie. Definitely one of my favorite Frankies to date. I would probably put them second to Coffee Break. I also promised y'all Laguna, so this is the Laguna artwork. As I mentioned, I've already made a full video covering this Laguna as well as Claude in his box, so I don't want to spend too much time talking about her. But this artwork is beautiful. This whole line of dolls really just looks so great. It's because of the more limited color palettes. Like, Laguna just has blue as her color scheme. Her hair mostly has blue in it, she has purple lipstick, and her pink skin makes a good accent color for everything else that's going on with her. I feel like if she had blue skin, the doll would have looked way too monochromatic. Like Draculaura, they could have given her the limited color scheme that everyone else has, and they did. She just wears pink and black, but Draculaura always has that, so it's not like it's new for her. But regardless, this doll looks really good. Claudine also has a more limited color scheme. They stuck primarily to purple. She has a couple gold accents here and there. And sometimes you get like that darker pinkish purple that's used on like her headband, not her headband, like her head wrap. So yeah, Frankie's color scheme is limited to blue and silver. That's what I mean when I say limited color scheme. Because you guys know Frankie usually has pink in their color scheme, sometimes green, but here they just left all that out except for the green of their eye. So that's the only green on this doll. I really like it. The limited color scheme works super well. The artwork looks great, and this is just shaping up to be one of my favorite Frankies ever. And then Cleo also has a more limited color scheme. You guys know she sometimes has like splashes of orange, and she still keeps that here. I like it. It works very well as her accent color. She's primarily wearing a yellowish gold. There is some white on her fur stole, and her hair is a very light blue. Aside from these artwork photos, we actually have some out-of-box photos as well. If you guys remember, I covered a similar image set to these. It's like a promotional photo of all the dolls together, and it seems to have been cropped because we don't have Draculaura or Laguna, but it's very nice to see Cleo's side glance. Again, I really love this screening that they gave her. The orange shoes work very well, and everything about her just looks great to me. I really like her. Frankie, again, number one favorite from the line. Their leg looks transparent here. We knew that their leg looked different in Skulltimate Secrets, primarily because it doesn't have the writing on it, but it looks like a completely different mold here. It almost looks like it's like clear. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy and I'm imagining it, but it genuinely looks like a different material here. And then we've got Claudine. She looks super cute. I really like this Claudine doll, and I am excited to get her. I do not believe that she's confirmed to have Saran hair. She most likely has Polly. I heard from someone who works for Mattel who has seen prototypes of these dolls that the vast majority of them, unfortunately, do have poly hair. But most of it's like the same hair that's used on basic Cleo, on core Cleo. So Cleo, Frankie, and I believe Draculaura have good hair, whereas unfortunately Laguna and Claudine were left with the bad poly. So I guess that's just something to keep in mind. Unfortunately, Laguna and Claudine have the Claudine poly, whereas the other three have the Cleo poly. Side note, I never knew Cleo's hair was poly. It feels like Saran to me. But again, I could just be misremembering what I was told. I honestly forget things pretty easily. It's the reason why I'm not very good at taking tests. So yeah, that's about it for this line, and now I want to tell you guys about that Frankie playset I mentioned. So this was posted by the Dolly Olds, and it reads, Frankie Stein Amped Up Rockstar Set Description. Amp up your collection with the Monster High doll, Amped Up Frankie Stein, complete with voltageous fashion and preppy punk energy. Accessorize with rockstar style, metallic puff sleeves, faux leather lightning bolt shorts. We've actually seen those before. The Dolly Olds posted them, so these are the faux leather lightning bolt shorts. They're cute. They're kind of the same cut as the coffee break shorts, and I like that. Draped chain harness, peep toe boots, zipper details, and spiky hardware heels, and a chunky ring and bracelet. We have seen a chunky ring from Frankie before. They had a ring on their budget doll as well as on their Skulltimate Secrets doll. The first one, the Series 1 doll. So it could potentially be a recolor of that, but this playset sounds somewhat original, so I'm going to try and assume and hope that there's no recolors in this set. The next part reads, let your music energy shine with the included keytar instrument, perfect for any performance. Followed by, includes beauty essentials to achieve rocker glam hair. Bolt hold hairspray, blow dryer, comb, mirror, and clips. I don't think the hairspray is going to be like real hairspray. I think it's just going to be like a little doll hairspray thing that they can hold and like pretend that they're using. If this was a hair play set, then I could see it being like a real hairspray, but like a weak one, so it's easy to wash out. But I don't think this is designed for hair play. So yeah, the blow dryer is obviously fake too. It's just a little doll blow dryer. If it's black, people are going to pretend it's a gun. Complete the look with electric music energy with included headphones. I'm gonna assume that means that they're doll headphones. Yeah, it says complete the look. So we don't know much about this doll aside from these shorts. Hopefully we could get a leak of an unfinished doll soon, or maybe even a finished one. Because I love Frankie. I love seeing their new dolls from G3, so I'm really hoping that this playset ends up being great. Because, you know, it kind of pains me to skip Frankie dolls on account of not liking them. That's about all we had to go over, though. I really like talking about Monster High news, so I can and will take any opportunity I get to discuss these things with you guys. Skulltimate Secrets Series 2 is honestly shaping up to be the best one yet, but we already knew that. I want this Frankie so bad. The pain is unimaginable. Give them to me now, you know? This Draculaura is definitely going to be one of her strongest dolls. I really like the design of her. And this Cleo is without a doubt going to be one of her best dolls as well, if not her number one. The side glance is really just everything. I'm so glad that they're starting to experiment with the screenings more. And I'm hoping that this side glance for Cleo means that we could potentially get a couples 2-pack of Cleo and Frankie. Because you guys know Cleo and Frankie are a ship in the show. A pretty much canon one, just about. It seems like they're going to end up together, which is super cute. Overall, though, that's about it. I'm excited for these to come out, and I feel like I've heard a release date before. I believe it's going to be sometime in the summer, which is ironic because these dolls definitely have a more wintry theme with the fur that they come with. They all include fur. These two have all their accessories put away. Frankie's the only one who has all of their stuff out, so you know, you can't really see it here, but you can see it in these photos. They all come with a fur stole and some sort of headpiece. Draculaura's are even earmuffs, so this is clearly a more wintry themed set. It's just very funny that this set is probably going to be releasing in the summer. I'm gonna call it there. I don't want to ramble on for longer than I need to, But yeah, overall, I'm super excited for Series 2 of Skulltimate Secrets, and I'm even more excited for Series 3, because fun fact, Series 3 is already confirmed. It's going to include Twyla, Ghoulia, and my ghoul. My number one. My number one from like day 3, because she was my 3rd favorite ever, Toralei. I cannot wait for Skulltimate Secrets Toralei. I really want her to have a more edgy, punkish look, because Toralei looks a little boring in G3, I'm not gonna lie. She needs to get her edge back. She needs to have black streaks in her hair. Just like, I could talk about that all day though, and I won't, because for some reason videos about Toralei don't do so well. But yeah, that's about it. I'm excited for that Frankie Rockstar playset too. It's like super random, but I'm like open to it. I really want it. But yeah, that's about it. As always, feel free to leave your thoughts on the things we discussed in the comments below. I love hearing what you guys have to say. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, I hope to see you in my next video.